I think we had a really good group of girls out there. We spent a lot of time preparing in practice, scouting the team. So I think we were really prepared and ready for that game. And being on the road is pretty tough, but we had a lot of time to prepare when we got there too. So that was super nice. And I think everyone on the court showed a really good fight. And, I had a lot of options to set up on the front row, and really everything was just wide open. So I was super excited to be able to set that game, and it was a really intense match. So I had a lot of fun. Obviously, the dump was pretty open. A lot of the times we worked a lot on practice with the dump. So that was super fun to implement into the game, as well as my hitters. They were super available. I could hear everyone up on the front row. So I was able to have a lot of options. And, you know, Maddie Wiz also had a great game. So she was super fun to be able to set up there. My right side is always a good option. So I had a lot of fun with all the hitting options. A little bit. It definitely dials you into the game a little bit more. It's always more fun with a crowd, obviously. It brings the game intensity up a lot more. But it is definitely easier to kind of see the game and hear the game when it's quieter and there's in the stands. But our bench does get pretty loud, so it's kind of giving us a similar vibe to game day. Yeah, I'm excited to go back to my stomping grounds. It's always fun to get out there. Salt Lake is beautiful, and I've played a few girls on the Westminster team, so it's always exciting to go up against someone who you're kind of familiar with and in a place you're familiar with. So yeah, I'm really excited to go back to Salt Lake and show them what's up out there. On the bus ride, I mean, a lot of the time I'm trying to do homework, fitting in those extra assignments at the end of the week. Um, it can be pretty easy to just sleep the whole way too, so that's nice. But a lot of time we'll look at the scout and we'll watch movies as a team on the bus. So yeah, both teams are pretty good. South Dakota Mines is hot. They've been on a winning streak, so I'm excited to play them because we've also had a few games that we've won on the road. So I'm excited to match up with them and, hopefully have an intense game. And then as far as Westminster goes, they're always a pretty solid team. So I'm excited to go up against them and play. We're used to, playing one game a night. And so this 2 pods a day kind of thing is getting pretty tough. The conditioning part is definitely playing a big role in it, especially when we're traveling to places like Fort Lewis or Salt Lake that are pretty high in elevation. That conditioning does play a pretty big role, especially when those games go to 4 or 5 sets. It does get pretty tough, but I think we've implemented a lot of conditioning into our practice schedule, and I think we're all in really good shape to be able to go out there and do well.